Yo, what's up, world? I'm back. Yeah, this your boy E-Class Server, man. They flagged my page, man, so they had it for like 60 days. I was like, no, I ain't. So, I'm back to the grinding. Y'all know what we was doing at first, dropping content daily. Now we gotta turn up a notch so I can. But I'm glad to be back. Glad y'all welcome me back, man. Go on, hit that like, share, subscribe. And all the new gangers, the new followers, man, we appreciate y'all, the ones that stayed down while I was, because I know y'all was like, where bro go? He was with it, and then he just, that's just what it was. It was some problems with the page. But now we back now, so getting it to the end. So the first thing I want to touch down on, hey, yo, this Streamer University for Akasa Not, bro, that was, first of all, shouts out to him, hats out to him, man. Because that's a great little demonstration. And then you will see a lot of people trying to do the university behind him, but he did the right steps to make them be able to block it. So, But without further ado, this right here, this one, it was a lot of different teachers and content creators and developers in the house and the university. So this particular was Agent. I like this class. It was a couple of different ones, but this one right here, this video is going to surround his because he broke down the numbers, to actually like work ethics and stuff. So without further ado, we're going to get in this video. Shout out to Agent, Casanat, everybody was at Streamer University. Like I said, hit like, share, subscribe, man. Without further ado, man, here we go. Let's get it.
Simple. By the end of this class, you should be able to look at the person beside you and have an exact estimate on how much money they make as a content creator. It's not hard. All the information is publicly accessible. You just need the framework. So we're gonna do some exercises to help you guys get right so that everybody can become a professional pocket watcher. Okay? I'm gonna give you an example of a rough month I had where I lost a lot of money, and then a good month I had where I made a lot of money, just to give you an idea of what my pockets look like so you could better watch other people's pockets. Okay? Only reason I'm really showing this is because, like, as you make more money, there's some people that actually just pocket the difference, but I'm a content creator. I've been a content creator since I was 12. I like to be able to do cool shit.
See, like, this is why I say I like it, because they showed they break down on, this is what I invested, and this is what I had to put in, and this is what I got out. So, just for my content creators, ones coming up like myself, because I'm into it, a lot of things, but this content creator thing is a different space, and I'm getting into it. So, let's get it, man.
So you don't get a chance to do that unless you start generating real revenue. In the months where I generate more revenue, I do cooler shit. In the months where it's a little bit slower, I had to slow it down. It's a business at the end of the day. You can't run out of money, otherwise you had to sell your house. If there's a company I like, I DM them. I DM Cinnabon 4 days ago. I DM Popeyes last month. I did a deal with them last week. So I just reach out. So this was a rough month for me, January.
See, that's a good thing right there. See, that's one, bam. If you mess with a different company, try to reach out to them, give them a sponsor, and maybe I could do business and you can run ads, they can sponsor you, that'll help you get your revenue up too. So yeah, that's a good one. I like that, see?
In terms of revenue, chat, you know this, we had the weight loss marathon this month. It was expensive, bro. The house rental alone was $80,000. It was another $80,000 on top of the rest of the expenses just for that marathon. I had to lose 25 pounds in 10 days.
80,000. Did you hear that? 80. He had to drop an 80 ball. You hear me? And that's for, I think he said 6 months or something, whatever, however many months. But, doing this, and if you buckle it down, treat this like a business, you can do the same type of thing, So,
I gained all the weight back. But it was great content, though. It was fantastic content, and that's all that mattered. And there was the rest of the expenses during the month. The different segments that you do. Anytime you need to rent something, buy something, move something, transport something, flights you're booking for people, the team that you have, the payroll. It's a business, bro, so there's going to be a lot of expenses, and it tallied up to $350,000, my nigga. It's a lot, bro.
Damn. It's a business. Do you hear what he said? I like that. The key, not the numbers. Everything is a business, so then therefore you probably living for free because it's writing it off at the end of the day.
All of it is right off.
Oh, see?
Every business expense is write-off.
Look.
This whole thing, yeah. My personal expense is not in this because that would be personal revenue split. It's okay to spend money on idea even if you think it's not going to make money. The reason why this was such a loser for us in terms of profit was because January has notoriously bad ads. And we didn't anticipate it was going to be that bad. If we do this in December, the weight loss marathon would have been very profitable. Companies don't pay for a lot of ads in the quarter one. January, February, March. So what you want to do is, so it's like you're still going to make content. You're not going to not make content in those months. But I didn't realize how big of a difference it was going to be. And at the time, I think some niggas pull ads from Twitch. It was just a bad time for ads. And so I lost maybe like $100,000 on that. And I wasn't able to make the money back in the rest of the month, which is okay because I was happy with the content, though. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole point of today's lesson is like, yo, it's cool to lose money as long as you're happy with the content. Because there's going to be...
Because it's not all about the money. It's about the money because that's what we're looking for. The revenue, but the over goal is to be happy with what you create. And that's the same thing I'm on, like, we don't chase money, we attract money over here. So, we attracting the bag, you hear me?
Be other ideas you have that make money that's not that high lift, that's not that high production. This is what the revenue looked like for January on Twitch. You could tell it's a marathon because I had 300-hour stream. I really want y'all to focus in on this, though. This is why I'm saying ads are really underrated.
Hey, listen.
Do you see this purple section here?
Y'all see that? The purple, that's the light purple. Okay, that's paid subs. Damn. All right, and then the light purple is the ads. Okay. So this is what we're looking at right there. So them all the paid ads and all paid ads.
Those are ads. If I remove the ads, my budget is eviscerated. So I'm saying it's underrated because it's the main way I get to do cool stuff. It also helps convert subscribers because niggas want to subscribe if there's lots of ads. But I wouldn't recommend that because the main priority for small streamers is discovery. As you grow, I would recommend it more and more. But I really, truly believe it, bro. Like without ads, and you can see this split here. I pulled it up on purpose. Like on an average day in January, this is a marathon, so I was live the whole day. Keep in mind, there's ads playing the entire day, $4,000. And that's a bad day. Because if this was done in December, that's going to be $20,000, $25,000. In the months where you are buying more, advertisers are spending more. Black Fridays, Thanksgivings, Christmases, that season hits hard. Summertime, people going on vacation. So this was Twitch, and this is what YouTube looked like in a little bit more of an optimized month.
Yeah, that shit's like estimate revenue or 84K. Do y'all see that? And that's why I said, like, I like Asian because, like, the other, don't get me wrong, the other classes and the other courses, they did, drop some jewels, but Asian went really in detail. So shout out to Asian, bro. Streaming University, too. Casanat did a good thing, dog. Shout out to them, too. The whole
And keep in mind, like, these are just clips from the stream, bro. So if we take a look, also, I nailed it on brand deals. We had a lot of mega brand deals that month. And so the overall revenue was fantastic. Even though we spent $500,000, we still made money. You get what I'm saying? So I spent $500, but I made $800. So that's a winner for us. You want to win more than you lose, because that's how you stay in business. But if you lose, it's not the end of the world. And I really want to say, like, now you have $282,000. What's your next big idea? You get what I'm saying? That's what money does. Like, what's your next big idea? Like, Streamer University, boom. Like, you guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have good ideas in your notes, in your textbooks, in your phone. Like, that's like Streamer University, boom. Like, you guys all, I imagine, are creatives. Like, you have...
I want y'all to see that, too. All right, so the brand deals, let's say 310, total revenue 795. Total expenses 512. So his profit was 282,639. Hey, so you see, it's like you're investing ultimately in your lifestyle, and then you're getting people to tune in, and they're paying for it. So, like, ultimately, it's a good thing. And in anything, in any way, you have to invest. That's just the way it gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But it's about what
good ideas in your notes, in your textbooks, in your phone. Like, that's what helps make it happen. But it's not. But I also don't think you spend 100% of it on that, though. That's why Webull is sponsoring this right here. Because you should also invest it. Whatever avenue you choose to do it in. It could be real estate. It could be investing in stocks. It could be in whatever you feel comfortable in. Get informed. If you need a great trading platform, Webull is your platform.
Running ads right during this class.
This is what Ivy League universities you can get into with a 3.6 GPA.
90%.
I ain't mad.
So this is the pocket watching cheat sheet. I'm about to hand it out to y'all, okay? This is gonna give you a nice app.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it, y'all. Yeah, screenshot that. So y'all can see what that is. Breaking it down. I'll probably go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time seeing it too. Like in the full, I seen some of it. I'm like, yo, you know what? I want to definitely cover this, especially when they gave my page back. Shout out to YouTube.
Average. What I want y'all to take from this is I'm giving you a few instances of what you can get on the lower end of brand deals, higher end of brand deals. Lower end of ads, higher end of ads. Lower end of monthly views on YouTube, higher end of monthly views on YouTube. The reason why I'm giving a range is because if you're in tech and finance on YouTube, you're at the peak. You get hella bread. You might make $15,000 from 1 million views. If you do pranks and IRLs, the chances are you're probably in the mid-range, 3,000 to 5,000. It's a huge behemoth of a difference. There's no way to just snipe it. You just have to account for the variables. Damn, I haven't looked at chat all stream. I could be getting cooked. Am I getting cooked?
Don't let HMR.
I don't know. I never know what this is.
Don't let HMR CC this.
Oh, what chat saying?
Yeah.
They're just freaking out at how much money you made and how much money you spent.
I know. I tell y'all niggas think I'm Mr. Beast, but I did try and put as much back into it as I can. Every once in a while, I get myself fried, you know? But depends on RPM. You're right, but the RPM is the range. That's what I'm talking about. You know, finance niggas get a higher one, prank niggas get a lower one. So I want y'all to take a look at this cheat sheet.
So depending on what you cover, you heard that right? You dropped the gem right there. Depending on what you covering on your channel and your content is like what you gonna see. So if you cover finances, you're gonna, be more so up. So like this right here, this is content. This would be considered a finance. We talking about finances, or we if I'm doing a review for like a prank or a funny video, it's still up in there, but this is more higher range. So it's all about whatever your niche is and you find it and, you get into it,
What you need to understand about pocket watching is that it's all variable. You'll make, hold on, quiet down. You'll make more money in September than you will in February. It's true. So but that has to be accounted. Maybe you had a peak month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. Maybe you had a bad month. You can't say a nigga makes that every month. It's impossible. So you have to account for all the variables. There's a lot. What ad weight they run, right? Even the length of their YouTube videos, because you could fit more ads in a longer YouTube video. That's why a lot of people run them VOD channels, because it's an 8-hour video, bro. You could span that bitch with ads. Like, there's so many variables that this should give you a baseline. If you see a nigga with 2,000 live viewers and you looking at his streaming, like he's probably running about half ads, you can calculate them, watch for an hour, see how much ads he's running. You can find out exactly how much that nigga makes. All right, man, now it's y'all turn to try, right? Let's give it a shot before I do it myself. Get in groups of 2, pocket watch. So all of that to say, it's just a formula. You have the cheat sheet. Just pace it. If there's a nigga getting 2,000 concurrent viewers, the metric is there for 1,000. Scale it up. Do a little bit of quick math, man. I think there's a lot of money in content.
AJ,
Yeah.
I just pocket watched Taliu, and I'll tell you guys how.
Tell me how much you made.
So Taliu has a secret TikTok account. So that TikTok account, Taliu posts 6 times a day.
Damn. 1 minute long?
He makes from that in a month. He makes $134,400 in 1 month off TikTok. He has Snapchat. He posts 23 times a day because he likes LeBron. So when he goes to Twitter, he makes $35,000 a month. And then from Twitch, I didn't make $240K a month.
I love that initiative. Let's clap it up for him. No cap though. Deadass. That's how easy it is. Like you kind of have a lot of what I do is based on like what I'm hearing and even what I'm making. I can base it off of that. But you have the knowledge now. Like you can pocket watch whoever you want to. I also want to say like There's a lot of money in content now, and that's a lot of the reason why people are getting into content. Those are frauds, okay? A lot of you people here, the reason why you got here is because you genuinely enjoy creating content, that you're a creative, and that you want to see your ideas become reality. And so don't lose sight of the creative aspect because you're too busy.
Yo, so we're going to stop it right there, man, and I'm going to drop the link in the video, in the bio, of the video, excuse me, so y'all can go in and watch the whole full thing in full. Like I said, shout out to Streamer University, man, Agent, man, that was some real jewels dropped, man. If you want to do something, it's going to be bumps in the road like they took my page. I'm coming back and doing more videos, you know, harder. You know, it's all about what you want, because at the end, shit, we can't take none of it with us. So if you enjoy it, it's about, you know, I heard a quote the other day. He say, every day I wake up, I'm another step to death. I'm a closer step to death, excuse me. So what am I going to do with the time that I have remaining? So I'm going to leave you out with that, man. Like, share, subscribe. Gang, 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 and we out of here.